Shalom. As you know, over the last number of months, as we have been undergoing renovation and a restoration of our synagogue building, all of us who work here have been really displaced from where we normally spend our time. Our office staff have been outside in the cabin. Glynis Conyer, our new executive director, came into this position having a very small temporary office to work out from. Cantor Cooperman has been in a much smaller space. Amy Rosenberg was in her office, but her books have been covered. And Rabbi Frankel's books have been covered, and so in my space as well, been in it. You sometimes might hear some sounds, some construction sounds in the background. And really, since even before the high holidays, all of my books, which I sometimes think of as my best friends, they've been covered. So thank God we live in an age of the internet and Google, where we've still been able to find so much great Torah written online to be able to bring that to you. I also realize that some of you have actually never been in my study. So this is giving you a view of where, when I'm not home and with my family, where I get to spend a good deal of my time. You should know that rabbis and cantors, we don't live in the sanctuary. We spend some of our time there, but we're in our offices as well. This week's Torah portion, known as Tzav, which has its root Tzadik Vav, which is the root of the word mitzvah, meaning commandment, has in it all sorts of commandments given to Moses and to Aaron the high priest. But in the Torah portion, there's an interesting line in chapter 6, verses 3 and 4 of Leviticus, as the high priests are told how they are to remove the ash, how they are to remove the garbage from the holy temple. That every day as offerings were made, ash was created, and it's supposed to be carted out. Just as the construction workers who are doing such sacred work in building our new sanctuary, in building our new social hall, in building our new communal spaces, every day they have to cart out trash as well. And in some level, it's a holy act. And people ask why. Why would the Torah go to detail over talking about something like trash? How could taking out the trash for us be considered a holy act? The great Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch from the 19th century, he taught about this, and really what he says is the idea about taking the trash means that every day they had to take it out and start fresh. And he teaches us that every day can be an opportunity to start anew. That you can't rely on the accomplishments of yesterday and be satisfied with what's already been achieved, but you have to look at each day as a new opportunity to have a whole new outlook and to create new opportunities for ourselves to start fresh. That is, I think, a wonderful idea, that we can take strength from that. It shouldn't say that what we did yesterday doesn't matter, but that really every new day, every new moment, every new breath is a new opportunity to start anew. That's just week to week, from one Torah portion to the next. But on a larger level, we know that Passover is coming. We know that in 1 week's time, we will sit together with family and friends around Seder tables to be able to even start anew, to say that each and every person must look at themselves as though they personally came out of Egypt. That it's the first step to a new beginning. To get there, of course, we have to do what Jews have done throughout the centuries before. We have to clean our homes. We have to get rid of all that chametz. We have to get rid of all that leaven, all that stuff that has puffed us up. And puff up our homes and puff up our egos over the time. We have to clean it out. So as you are beginning to clean out your own homes, I wish you lots of success and strength and stamina. It's an effort, a gargantuan one for some people. But see that act of cleaning out that chametz, cleaning out that leaven, as a holy act, as though you're taking out the trash. I invite you, of course, to come to services, to plan at the end of Passover, to join us for Yizkor services. But what I also encourage you to do is to look through some of the resources that we've put together on our website at comsinrai.org, so that you might be able to bring to your home, to your family, to your Passover Seder, more opportunities to lift it up and elevate it in a sense of holiness. As you clean out the home and get rid of your trash and get rid of the schmutz and get rid of the things that puff you up, so too think about what you can bring into your home to create greater senses of holiness. Wishing you an early Shabbat Shalom, a week of peace, and good preparations for your Passover.